Father, tanungin ko lang po sa inyo categorically, sinisisi niyo po ba si Pangulong Duterte dito sa mga banta sa inyong buhay?
Mauna yung pinakabata.
Wala akong personalan dito. Wala akong personalan. Hindi ako pwedeng sabihin na salbahe ka o sabi ng isang pare na magkasakit ka. Hindi yun ang sasabihin ko. Ang issue ko dito ay sa kanya administrasyon, libo-libo na namatay. Sa kanya administrasyon, dito lang tayo nakakinig kung paano laitin ang ating pananampalataya, simbahan, pati na ang Diyos. It is more of a moral issue than a political one. So the question perhaps is, why is he doing this? Why is he doing all this? What did we do that he hits us so hard, and most especially the innocent ones? No? So I don't have anything against him. This is a mandate, a sacred duty that I and all priests and even baptized are called to stand up to. The question is, when will we say, stop it? Tama na ang patayan na pinag-uutos niya.
Pero Father, tingin niyo po ba yung mga sinasabi ni Pangulong Duterte laban sa mga pare, ito po ba ay naka-influence sa mga ibang mga state actors, mga police, mga militar, posible, mga undercover na ipapatay kayo o pagbantaan ang inyong buhay? Malilink po ba natin si Pangulong Duterte dito po sa mga banta sa inyong buhay?
I've always seen it in the context of a family. Kung ang ama, ina o magulang, ang bukang bibig niya ay putang ina, ano kaya ang kakagisna ng mga bata? Kung ang tatay ay palagi nang gugulpi o ginugulpi ang kanyang asawa, ginugulpi ang kanyang anak, ano mararamdaman ng mga kapatid? The President has a very sacred and serious role. It has a moral role as well. So, with that, I believe that there is something far greater that has to be accomplished apart from what he is doing now. Baka meron idagdag ang aking kasama.
Yung mga threat ho talaga ay wala namang pirma. Hindi talaga natin matutukoy. Ngayon, tinatanong mo kung may ebidensya. Siyempre, may kutob kami na may kinalaman. Pero yung ebidensya, siyempre, wala. Siguro, dahan-dahan, lilinaw ang lahat. Naniniwala ako, dahan-dahan, lilinaw ang lahat. Sabi ko nga, yung mga nasanay sa dilim, nasisilaw sa liwanag. Palagi ko, malapit na. Lilinaw ang lahat.
Sige, kung wala na pong tanong,
Father, habol lang po. Ngayon pong papalapit yung eleksyon, given yung mga sinabi nyo kanina, ano po yung panawagan po ninyo sa mga butante?
delikado to, baka may sabihin. Parang ayaw na namin muna pong pasukin yan kasi it might open unnecessarily a can of I don't know what. Okay. So we will just stick to what we're discussing now. Pero gusto ko lang sagutin yung unang tanong mo. The president is the president. Whatever he says, whether it sounds like a joke, becomes policy. Patayin yung mga obispo, that's policy. Patayin yung mga pare, that's policy. At ano man ang sinasabi niya, nagiging totoo kasi everybody listens to it. Kaya lahat ng kanyang pambabastos sa babae, lahat ng kanyang ginagawa sa babae na naririnig ng batang hindi dapat marinig yan. Ano ngayon? Itong aking moral struggle, how do I help parents now who tell me, Father, our children have not heard those words from us, but they are now saying it. Father, we don't talk sex to our children, but they are now asking questions that we don't know how to answer because they heard it from the president. So, nagiging policy. So what kind of a president is this who does not think before he opens his mouth? Or does he not think, or he has thought about it and it is a systematic and deliberate and intentional and purposeful tactic to divide the church and to destroy the church, which now is sleeping on its moral duty to fight against injustice, against human rights abuse, and against all the extrajudicial killings. I don't know how many already are victims.